I understand your company got a $737 million loan guarantee from the federal government from the same program that gave the loan to Solyndra, of course, the failed solar panel company.
Right.
Now, what are the differences between you and Solyndra, and how is your business doing?
Well, business is doing well, but the kind of dramatically different business model than Solyndra. Solyndra is a panel manufacturer, which is kind of rooftop panels. And it was that their loan was to fund a manufacturing facility that would sell panels on a week-to-week, month-to-month basis, depending on what market prices are. What SolarReserve and the loan really goes into the project company, and that project is building a power facility that will generate electricity. So really, we're selling electricity, and we're utilizing the DOE loan to provide a portion of the funds to build the project.
And this project in Nevada, this is your first.
It is.
You guys have other plans to build other plants worldwide, correct?
Yeah, we do. And the project in Nevada, it'll peak at around 600 jobs on site and about 4,000 direct and indirect jobs. We've got orders across 20 states in the U.S. so far, but then we've got other projects in various stages of development across the Southwest in the U.S., Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, Utah, California. We've got a power contract in California. And then we're also pretty active internationally. So we've got some advanced projects in Europe. We've got things ongoing in the Middle East, including Saudi Arabia, which is looking at a big solar program. We've got activities in South Africa, China, and we're looking at some markets in Latin America, Chile, and Peru and Mexico, and we think there's a great market for this technology.
In Saudi Arabia, I'm kind of surprised. I mean, what do the Saudis need with the solar plant? Don't they have all this oil?
I think that's one of the difficulties we have in the U.S. is we're looking at our we have a tendency as a government to look at short-term issues. What's the price of oil today? What is it tomorrow? What should we do? And I think a lot of the rest of the world is looking kind of longer term, and the Saudis clearly, the largest oil-producing nation, but they recognize that there's limitations on how long that's going to last. They're burning oil now to generate electricity. It's pretty expensive, so they're looking at kind of long-term solutions for them on an energy standpoint as well, and ways to conserve that depleting resource that keeps them going.
Are you saying the Saudis have a more long-term energy policy than the U.S. does?
Unfortunately, I'd have to say they do, and some other countries as well. I mean, we're active in South Africa. We put in some bids for some projects in South Africa, and the Chinese, the Europeans, even the Brazilians, others are looking at long-term energy plans. And I think, like I said, the problem here in the U.S. is it's a very short-term mentality on energy supply, and that's why we've moved from 30 years ago from 20 or 30% imported oil to 50 or 60% imported oil today, and kind of no end in sight unless we really put in place some long-term program.